Well then, I know a lot of you are very eager to talk about this skin right here. So yes, apparently there was a copyright issue. This AK-47 was in the Rust store for just 2 hours, selling at $3 a piece. But after those 2 hours, we only saw 1,717 subscribers, and it was removed from the Rust store. It's not coming back. I don't know what's happening next, but this very likely is going to be considered a rare skin. But in this video, we'll have to discuss that, because is 1,700 subscribers even rare? Well, let's go ahead and discuss just that. Right, so you know the deal. If you wish to skip ahead to certain skins that have caught your eye, feel free to go ahead, look at the description. Everything's chaptered. There's a lot of discussion today. I'm sure you get it. Cool. Right, so I'd just like to point out the Rust rotated, I don't know, about 14 hours ago. Yeah. So just to point out and take a part in the Global Warfare 3 event, I've been streaming all day. I'm currently sitting here at almost 14 hours, but don't worry, I'm dedicated and stupid. But I've had a lot of people watching me today, and if you're one of them, thank you very much for watching me. This is the reason why the video was delayed. I did give you warnings, I did say that and whatnot. But yeah, I must have peaked at about almost 300 people today. So I've never had that many. I'm very grateful for everyone who turned up. Thank you so much for watching me to get your Twitch drops. That was awesome, so thank you very much for that. Right, so we have quite the discussion. Oh yes, indeed. So today's Rust store, it was actually a very nice Rust store. I'll sit there and say that. It's basically confirmed we're now having a Sinotype storage collection. I was kind of questioning, oh, could it end at 2 and all that? No. Medicine. Perfect. Right, so how many are we going to get? That's a good question. We're going to get 10, 15, 18? Feel free to comment below. What do you reckon? We also happen to have another neon fridge. All right, cool. Looks like we're going to get all 4 of them. So next week, Berry's fridge. We'll see. Island Assault hoodie and pants. Here's the stupid thing. That was the original version. That was submitted 6 weeks ago. Yeah, they didn't accept the version 2. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We got it, okay? Now, we also got the extra late pick. We got the work boots, pirate boots. I just read it literally. Those were submitted like 2 years ago. And we keep seeing boots. I'm not upset by it, because we're seeing a lot of like clothing and armor collections actually getting finished with the boots finally being accepted. So that's cool. But yeah, that was your extra late pick for the week. We also have the Anime Girl Garage Door, the Popstar AK. Okay, look, I just want to talk about the AK. I know you want to talk about the AK. That AK is a very, very, very strange situation. Let's just jump straight in. Let's just talk about that specifically right now. So, I know you're eager. I know you're desperate. Let's talk about the situation. So, as I said, it's 14 hours later. Look at the sales here. That is absolutely ridiculous. Sinotype Meds already has 14,000 subscribers. We've just basically passed half a day, and it's already surpassed the sales that we've seen for the previous 2 skins after 24 hours of sales. So that's concerning. What's also concerning is the Island Assault hoodie and pants. They are already at almost 10,000 subscribers. That is easily going to surpass the rest of the skins here. So that's concerning, but not surprising, because it's 99 cents each. Garage Door selling quite nicely as well. That's also a fair bit of concern. This fridge might end up matching up to the, the meat fridge, which might not be very helpful for it. Again, do you need a collection of fridges? But some people clearly like them, so okay, fair enough. The other skins, they're selling quite all right. That AK. So, shall we just jump in and talk about the AK situation? This was a $3 skin. I literally, I bought the whole Rust store today. I was going to do a giveaway. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that AK now. It's technically not part of the Rust anymore. And if you were to go over to here, give it a quick refresh. Well, I mean, it's still there. We had the AK before, but it's not there anymore. And of course, don't forget, we also happen to have that very nice, very special charity skin. That's not tradable. That's not marketable. You can only buy it once, but all proceeds do go towards the charity that FANCYORB is helping out this year with its Global Warfare 3 event. Just pointing that out. Transparent and glow in the dark. I've showcased that more than enough by now. But the AK is, of course, missing. So what gives? What's going on? Well, back over to here. Let's go over and take a look at the page. A lot of people have been very curious. A lot of people have been looking at the comments. And the skin creator has changed their name. Obviously, they're upset with what happened. But a lot of people are very confused. It's a very straightforward answer. It appears this skin was only available for 2 hours. It got up to 1,717 subscribers. And it was apparently removed due to copyright issues. I cannot give you a solid answer. The skin creator will have to confirm it, or maybe someone do a face punch. But other than that, the only straightforward answer that we briefly got was that it was a copyright issue. That's it. It's not the first time we've been in this position. But I've also got to reiterate, in the past, whilst we've seen this happen before, I also said back then for certain skins, it's not even a rare skin. And for this AK, it's not even the rarest AK. Please be careful. Yes, it is a discontinued skin. It is a, well, technically, you know, a copyright issue skin. From its notoriety, yeah, it might be getting quite a lot of interest. But I don't think it's that, like, rare. And I think a lot of people are going to get fooled into assuming it's going to go up to $100 or something. Let me give you some context. Not too long ago, we had Easter Rush Store, didn't we? We had 2 Easter Rush Stores for 2025. Now, one of the lowest selling skins was this Chocolate Sword Savage Sword. And you're going to sit there and say, but yeah, it's a Savage Sword. Fair enough. But if you're going to sit there and talk solely about how a skin only has so many subscribers, clearly it's rare. Well, this only has 2,900, and that was in for a whole week. Shouldn't this be rare? Shouldn't this be super valuable then? That costs $2. How can you sit here and say, oh, that's clearly going to cost 100? No. So, again, let's now hop back out of here. Let's take a look at this video right here. We've been in this position before. In the past, what was it? The Lunar New Year for 2024, the Year of the Dragon. We had a Neon Dragon garage door being accepted. That was only available for 50 minutes, 50. That had a copyright issue as well, didn't it? Yep. The skin creator didn't have like a license, and well, I mean, watch the video, you get all the details. That had about 1,000 subscribers. And again, I said it again back then, it's not the rarest garage door. And yet, how much does it sell for right now? I actually don't know. We should go ahead and find out. Let's do it together. Right, so let's hop over to here. Let's go search for it. Neon Dragon. And that apparently is now listed at, what, almost $500? Yep, okay, there you go. It is literally just about $500. To this day, I do not believe that's actually worth that price. You might sit there and say, but what about all these people with the barders here? True, I respect that. But I can't help but assume it kind of feels like it was inflated. Kind of manipulated. Again, I'm aware a lot of people just happen to like it. Do you like it because it's just expensive, though? I've heard some people say, oh, the Chinese like it. Sure, I guess, maybe. Wouldn't they like all the other Lunar New Year skins? We can yap about this all day long. That did end up in that position. And I can't help but assume a lot of people now think the Golden AK, the, what was it called again? Sorry. The After Death AK-47, probably will be in a very similar position. I don't think so. And if it were, it'll be people forcing it to happen. There's a lot of yapping going on. And I can't help but assume a lot of you are just going to end up like, what's the word to say? Force the inevitable to enforce it that it happens. Kind of like Terminator. You can't escape what's inevitable. Something like that. You get what I mean. So, okay. That's fine. It's perfectly okay looking skin. Obviously, there's some issues apparently. Let's see if it gets resolved. Should we go in game now? Give it a good look and question, you know, is it like a valuable skin? At the very least, it's worth $3. I can confirm that. But if I could just also quickly point this out as well. We've got other golden AK-47s. And if you're aware of the upcoming Twitch drops in August, yes, between August 7th to 17th, you're going to get we're going to get another big batch of AK-47 Twitch drops. And I've seen some of them already, and they look cool. But what I'm saying is that, you know, we've already got the likes of the Jungle AK-47, you've got the likes of the Medieval AK-47, we've got the likes of the, oh, I don't know, you could say Steampunk's kind of gold, you could also bring up the Lunar New Year Mythical Dragon AK-47. There are other golden AKs. You can't just sit there and say, oh, it's gold, it's special. No, that sells for $1.24. So, cool. Let's now go in game. Give it a good look. And you can comment below your thoughts. But I think a lot of you are just really wanting it to be valuable, and you're probably going to force it to happen. Which, so anyway, let's go. Go. Okay, so let's give this a good look. Quite shiny, but I am standing in front of the lights. Yeah, a very nice, cool looking design of the skulls there. And of course, nighttime. Can confirm. Well, I'm standing right near the lights. Let's just step forward a little bit more here. Night light, is it any good? Yeah, I can't really see it that well. So, alright then, it doesn't have like a transparent aim sight. It's not super useful at like night time, so Are you still thinking this is like the perfect skin? But there's not that many of them. Yeah, there's not that many of other AKs that came out back in 2015 and 2016 and 2017. There are rarer AK-47s, right? So maybe it might end up being like a $10 skin. Okay, you know what? Fine. The notoriety behind it, with it being another copyright issue skin, sure. But I'm not sitting here and saying I'm expecting it to be $10. I'm not going to sit here and say I expect it to be 50 or 100. I just feel like that's a bit silly. Yes, collectors might want to grab it, you know, make sure they get every single skin. I totally understand that to a point. But yeah, we'll just see how, you know, how things turn out and whatnot. Give it a good look. It's a nice shiny looking golden AK. But there are definitely much more affordable options out there. So chat, YouTube, what do you reckon? Do you like it? Are you going to spend a lot of money chasing after it? Are you just going to wait it out, see what price it is around October time? Because I have seen other skins like this that, even in a whole rush store, they end up not selling that much. And now they're next to nothing. But just because it has the story behind it, yeah, you're sitting there saying, oh, it's going to go up to $100. All right, we'll see. Again, I don't believe it is worth the price, but you can still force it to happen. That's the truth. That's, again, I feel like that happened to the Neon Dragon Garage store. Already said that. I feel like I've made my point. But of course, that is something to chase after. That is an abnormal skin. All right. Next Wednesday night, we're going to look on the, look at all the other skins, but we're going to look at that, aren't we? That is going to be the thing to chase after next week. At the very least, it is worth $3. I will sit there and say that. At the very least, yes, I do believe this will be retaining its price. The notoriety behind it, yeah, we can't escape that. As time goes on, will people still care? It's not like the Undead Sheep Monador from last year. That was only available for 19 minutes. That only got like 85 subscribers. We even had, somewhat recently, the No Mercy E-Class Revolver. Well, that had about 200 purchases. That was an estimate. That was only available for, what, 15 minutes? This was available for 2 hours. 2 hours, right? And all the other skins sold quite a lot. So, you know, this kind of followed that. I feel like I've said my say, all right? So, looks reasonably all right. Still had the copyright issue. Be sensible. Now, I actually bought this, and I know a few people here bought this as well. I think a lot of people actually bought this. It wouldn't surprise me if there's actually 2,000 to 3,000 of these in circulation. It's not that rare. It's rare-ish, but not that rare. It's not the rarest. Cool. You've said your words, Hedge. Shall we now move on and talk about the other skins that are going to be a lot more reasonable and potentially might be actual nice investments and whatnot? All right, let's go to it. Right, so for our non-copyright skins, we have the likes of a storage collection continuation. Sinotype has now got 3 skins in total, and of course we anticipate the next one. But we do have to consider how far will it go. I did say that earlier. How many skins do you reckon will get in total? But also take this into consideration. Will we see another storage collection appear pretty quickly after this finishes, wraps up? Not sure. That was how it worked before. When Neon Storage is finished, Scientific appeared like a couple of months after that. And then when Scientific Storage is finished, then we got the Graffiti Storage just like a month later. And after that, 3 years. So, okay. Now, of course, I've already talked about, like, storage collections in this video here, preparing for storage collections, Ruskin discussion, talking about, you know, how you might want to approach it, being aware of what likely will happen over the course of the next few months. My expectation with the Sinotype is, as we see every other skin come out, we're going to start seeing more and more people jumping in, buying more. Prices are probably not going to be as good compared to the original ones. With what we're seeing with this brand new medicine large box is that, yes, it's already getting a lot of sales. This is looking like it's going to sell more compared to the previous two. So just to quickly confirm, we are fully well aware that the Sinotype firearms, that did 31,000 plus subscribers, and we have seen the Sinotype ammo large box do just over 36,000 subscribers. I was expecting between 35 to 40,000 subscribers, but with this now, it looks like it's going to probably go over 40,000 subscribers, and that really wouldn't surprise me. So, the likes of this, that might take a while for it to really go up in price and become an actual nice, profitable skin. But October time this year, just a few months, or a couple of months really, that might be in trouble. That might only just be about up to $3. Again, whilst it might end up being like 40,000 subscribers, there's a fairly decent chance there's probably 50 or 60,000 of them in circulation, right? Be careful about that. So again, that might take a while, But if we end up seeing another collection, a storage collection appear after this Sinotype, that, and all the other skins probably ain't going to appreciate that. Nope. But then again, maybe we'll have another 3 years with no brand new storage collection. Maybe that might work out in its favour. So, okay, fair enough. Cool. I'm probably going to just stick with a barter in that one. Now, if I could just quickly hop over to here, I'd like to point out I did buy 50 Sinotype ammo large boxes. I felt it was looking pretty interesting. I felt somewhat confident. I jumped in. Cool. So I did make a move. I did grab some. That's nice. But this one here, I think we're now in the position where I just want to stick with doing barters for the rest of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if I pick them up as time goes on. I think they'll probably do a good job of retaining their value for the foreseeable future. But once it's finished, that's where we're going to start to see potentially some issues happening. And the ones towards the very end likely will be the ones that suffer more, as I said, because people will be expectedly buying them more. More in circulation, more problems, and trying to sell them for like a profit and whatnot. Competing with other people. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, you get the idea. Cool. Right then, so with that, keep an eye on what the skin creator will be making next. It is the very nice, interesting collection to look forward to this summer. Aside from Heat Seeker Summer. It's Sinotype Hype. Yes. Someone mentioned that. I had to remember that. But what would you like to see next? We've got guns, we've got ammo, we've got meds, clothing, armor, components, or Colt Blow. You tell me. Right, let's go in game, give that a good look, and then, appreciate it, I guess. And here we are. So, we've been through this routine already. Perfectly fine, very nice and secure design. I forgot the name of this. It's the rod of something, chat. What's this symbol called again? It's a universal medicine symbol. It's the symbol of the Greek god for medicine. I forgot its name. Google it, chat, tell me. Now, we are only going to say this one more time. This is not Chinese calligraphy. This is a very stylized English font that says M-E-D-I. And this over here says C-I-N-E. Because it's spelling medicine. All right? Caduceus. I can't pronounce that. Rod of Caduceus. I can't pronounce it. Rod of Caduceus. Okay, yeah. All right. Read all that. Anyway, that says meds. So, yeah. And we get some nice little green plus signs there. That's also used for like pharmacies and whatnot. So, people understand the symbology. Let's go ahead and give this a good look. At night, as you can see, it's reasonably reflective. That's cool. We've seen this with the other ones. Right, let's turn off the lights and see how that looks. And like the previous ones, super bright, super noticeable. If this was to the side, would you be able to read that? Because a lot of people are kind of complaining that they're saying, oh, it's not super obvious what this is. It says meds. I'm so surprised people don't see it. I think they're just lying. But yeah, that's pretty obvious that that's the med symbol. And of course, at the top, we have the snake all wrapped around the rod and an extra symbol right there to the side. So I think a lot of people appreciate that. I think people, of course, are selling a lot for a reason. But as we approach the future, what happens with this? What appears next? And how many more will we see? You're probably better off with Wilder, like I said. But by all means, if you're buying them for yourself as a collection, yeah, treat yourself. Support the skin creator. Keep them nice and motivated to keep wanting to put on nice creative designs in the future. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. You get the idea. Right, so, shall we go ahead and showcase the next skin now? Finally, after such a long time, we see a collection continuation happening for some clothing armor. There's so many collections eager to get another skin accepted. Tire collection, Black Alligator, Tiger, Deep Ruby. Well, Island Assault wins. Okay, so the weird thing is that quite recently we saw a version 2 for the hoodie and pants. I even made a short video of it. You could go look that up. But with this was the original version. The one that not everybody was super eager about. Well, Facepunch liked it. They must have kept it in the back burner, and they've accepted it now. So, okay, fair enough. Whoosh. Give it a good look. Do you like the details? Do you like the design? Are you happy? You now have your grey out collection, progressing ever so nicely, and all we need now is the tier 2. Yep, just that. Have you seen the price of the tier 3? Don't worry, we'll showcase that to you in a bit, but yeah. Do you like? Are you pleased? It's a collection continuation for the set. It's still going to cause everything to be ever so nice. But the sales are concerning. I've said this before. We like to see the clothing armor skins sell around the same amount each. This looks like it could probably go up to 30,000 subscribers. That could be a problem. But in the past, I have seen Black Diamond Collection remain in demand, and whilst the hoodie and pants sold a lot, they still worked out quite alright, especially with more skins appearing afterwards. So, okay, that might be a good thing to look at in a bit. But yeah, just to point out, it's not that reflective. Something people appreciate with the other whiteout, blackout skins. But just to point this out, this isn't made by the guy that made whiteout and blackout. Greyout's just a joke thing we've said, but people are appreciating that. Right then, so let's see if we can get that tier 2, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would appreciate. And of course, if I could just show this as well, just to say that, yeah, at night time, can you even see it? Yeah, but most skins would be like that anyway, because it's pitch black, so, okay, cool. Understood. I get it. Right then, I had someone here sit there and say, Hedge, hey Hedge, can you go stand in a cave? It looks like it's very good cave camouflage. Alright, fine. So imagine you're in a cave, doing cave dwelling, spelunking, I think it's called. Anyway, can you see me? Can you see me now? Wow, what great cave camouflage. Yippee! I feel so stupid. But, yeah, I'll be honest with you. Maybe you could just wear black out, hide in the dark. Are you happy now? You love caves? Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure this guy is very happy for being in a cave. The best cave camouflage there is. Right, let's go ahead and talk about the skins and whatnot. Right, so 14 hours later. Basically, every hour I looked, the Island Assault was on the front page. So this is page 2, and there's page 1. I just want to go to page 2 real quickly because I saw that the boots were there. But yes, Island Assault Team Face Mask. $7.50. Earlier, it was about $8.50. It was actually fairly close to $9 at one point. Chest plate, $10. And it's not surprising to see these prices because we've seen the tier 3 bounce up quite nicely when we saw the road sunglasses being accepted. And of course the boots. Now the gloves, a good few days ago, had about 450 listings. If you're curious or worried, yeah, it's still nice and spread out. Yeah, there's a 36 there, $2, and there. It's not too bad. There is 113 listings above $2.70, if you're curious. So about half the listings are actually above, like, $2.70. So maybe you don't need to worry too much. Yeah. Could that bounce up again when we see tier 2 being accepted? We'll see. And the boots, well, the boots have been a bit more reasonable. Sort of. I love other people. I love how they act. They're so clever and smart. Lovely. But yeah, honestly, as time goes on, so as long as this remains to being a fairly in-demand collection, I think this is going to only keep going up in price ever so nicely. We don't have any other, like, grey matte designs. Matte being, like, the non-reflective material. So, okay. Because a lot of you might sit there and say, oh, but Hedge, I've got these metallic designs, like Damascus and Hard Suit. Yeah, but they shine. That doesn't. We just showed that off a minute ago, didn't we? Okay, so overall, you should keep an eye out because I know the skin creator, I know he intends to make a couple more things. He has expressed his idea of making a jacket, and I do believe he wants to make a backpack at some point as well. So keep an eye out on their workshop, and we'll see what's being produced next because there very likely could be even more of this collection. But that tier 2, we just gotta wait for it now, don't we? So there it is. What's the coffee can? I can't see the coffee can. I don't know where that's gone, but maybe it'll reappear at some point in the future. Cool. Right then, so that's a nice thing to look forward to. I'm very, very eager, and I'm sure you are as well. But you got to be careful about the sales, all right? As I said, that is looking like it's going to be saying just a little bit too much compared to what we have going on here. Tier 3 came out, just under 20,000 subscribers. Gloves came out, 18,000 subscribers. Boots came out, slightly above 20,000 subscribers. These skins here, the difference between all of them is only about 2,000 difference. That is fine. That is okay. That is like a reasonable amount of distance. But these hoodie pants here, they look like they're going to probably go up to about 30,000. As of now, things could change. It might slow down. Be aware. I have seen something similar happen in the past. So Black Diamond. This is still a somewhat fairly in-demand collection. We just had the boots accepted somewhat recently. But yeah. Started off with the tier 3. Then we got tier 2. Then we got the hoodie and pants. But this was an in-demand collection. People still appreciated that. So this did about, what? 18 to 20,000 subscribers, tier 2. 18 to 20,000 subscribers, hoodie pants. 26,000 plus subscribers. yeah. So that happened, but as you can see, it's perfectly in the positive. People liked the set. They still wanted it. So even though this did a good several thousand more subscribers compared to these, it still worked out all right. People still liked it. It looked cool. So maybe initially we might have some issues with the hoodie pants here, but people do appreciate grey out. The little silly joke, but yes, if people do appreciate it as a whole. It might take a while, but then eventually that'll probably go up in price. Or maybe it just doesn't matter. People just appreciate it instantly. We'll see. But if it does like 40,000, yeah, there will be problems then. Oh yeah, but if it ends up with like 25, okay, we'll see how it goes. But tier 2 being accepted fairly soon after this, oh yeah, that'll just fix it really quickly. Jacket as well, that'd be a nice benefit to that. So, all right, we'll see how things play out. All right, so cool. Let's now talk about the Popstar garage door. I am actually sitting here and I'm expecting this actually might do quite nicely. Now I can hear you yapping right now, sitting there and saying, I don't like anime. All right, I hear you. I hear you all the time, you lot. But you're the people who I know deep down, you can't stop yourself. You're going to go buy about 20 of these, aren't you? You're going to go get a massive base just covered in door frames and just stick them all over and trap yourself inside, never escaping. You'll succumb to the Anime Go Garage Door. I lost my tongue. Bear in mind, I've been up for a very long time as well. I've been streaming for almost 15 hours now. Anyway, Popstar skins, they've actually done quite all right. Now, we had the AK, we had the SAR, the Thompson. The AK is actually in the positive. It's rare to see an AK do good. But Anime Girl and an AK, say no more. Positive. Thompson's doing all right. SAR isn't doing great, but it's also not doing terrible. And most SARs do terrible. But this garage door, we have to discuss. Garage doors in general, they are not holding up very well, are they? No. Look at all the garage doors that came out so far this year. 23 in total. Let me tell you, there's more on the way. More Twitch drops on the way. Oh. Anyway, $3, bit pricey, fair enough. But out of all these skins, they're all down by like half their price, except these two here. Mystic Tree Garage Door is up by 21%. Neon Lunar Serpent Garage Door up by 5%. All the other ones down bad. And of course some Twitch drops there as well. But that is an anime girl, and it is unique, and it stands out, and it's bright, and it makes people happy inside. So, what I'm saying is I just can't help but assume, yeah, initially, maybe it might have a few problems, might retain its value, might slip down just a bit below, but as time goes on, it wouldn't surprise me if that Popstar Garage Door probably ends up in the positive. And also, we now anticipate more Popstar deplorables being produced. If you thought that was too much anime, just you wait, we're going to get all over all the deplorables. I am going to be very scared at the sight of what the anime girl furnace is going to look like. Going to eat me. But yeah, what anime girl deplorable would you like to see next? Feel free to tell Mr. RR3. It's been quite successful, but I've also got to point out in the past we have seen a large box. I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially see a resubmission of this. There was also a backpack as well. So yeah, glow in the dark, bright, noticeable. People would have appreciated that. And then, of course, we also haven't had the backpack, which isn't a deplorable, but clearly you can see they're trying something different. Personally, if they're going to do like a whole bunch of deplorables, do a different anime girl for each deplorable, if you can, Mr. R3. Experiment. Do a little bit of difference. But yeah, it's abnormal. Let's not rush into buying it, okay? Let's take our time. I can still see it slipping down. Now, what I want to see mainly is how many it sells by Wednesday. Then, of course, we'll approach it, right? So, of course, last night, if we could just quickly hop over to here. Here we are. This was the most recent abnormal barders that we did. And, well, we had a lovely discussion about that ammo box, didn't we? And I've already told you I bought some, didn't I? Well, the reason for that is because at the end of the night, once we did our abnormal barders, I could see that large box had prices going all the way up to its rush door price. It had a lot of barders all the way up to $2.50. I felt confident. It looked like it wasn't going to go down a price anytime soon. And, well, if we could just quickly go over to here, look what happened when we got the collection continuation. So if I could just quickly go to here, click this box, and you'll see for yourself that right now it's bounced up. It's almost $4 at the moment. There you go. Okay, it was almost $4, but it's still profitable. And the bars, as we see there, great. It doesn't look like it's going to go down less than $2.50 for a very long time. And that is what led me to believing that would be a perfectly fine consideration for a nice investment. Sorry, I couldn't roll up. So yeah, I needed to do the abnormal barders first to see that for myself. So consider giving this a good watch. Watch the first 5 minutes, then go to the chapters, skip ahead to the barders chapter, and then look at me as I yap about the abnormal barder support, and you'll understand how it all works and how useful it is, okay? So for the Anime Girl Garage Door, the Popstar Garage Door, I think there could be some pretty interesting things for it in the future. But I want to see how much it sells, and then I'll consider how much I want to offer for it, and if I want to actually proceed to buy some from the Rust Store. This is the smarter way to approach things in terms of making a nice investment. Sounds good? Right then, so, you know, should we go in game now? Give it a good look? Let's go do that. Ah, jump scare. Right, so she has sharp teeth and a happy smile. Bright and colourful. Maybe it'll make you smile. So, yeah, it's a perfectly fine look and design, but of course there's still some people that sit there and say, I don't like anime. Shut up. Nighttime, go. So, is it that reflective? Not from what I can see. It's more of like a flat image. There is some kind of nice reflection there, but okay. Total darkness. Away we go. And yes, it is a very bright, very noticeable garage door. Even when rolled up, it does glow in the dark ever so nice. So, would you like to see that brighten your day, or rather at night? What do you reckon? By all means, if you like it, buy one for yourself. Treat yourself. Show support. Keep the skin creator nice and motivated. Keep one about nice creative anime girls in the future. But, yeah. It is a garage door. We should be concerned. If we do see more of these deplorables being produced, things could very likely turn out very nicely. Right then. With that, shall we go ahead and showcase the next skin? Which just so happens to be over here. Yes. We have expressed our joy of anime. But what about our love for pie? Yes, we have the pie fridge. The neon pie fridge is right here. It is the third neon fridge skin to be accepted. Weirdly, berries is the last one, and it was the first one to be submitted to the workshop. Clearly, Face Punch prefers pie over berries. Take that, vegetarians. Well, I mean, you could have like a vegetarian pie. Whatever. Anyway, sorry. Pie! Lovely pie. Sweet, delicious pie. It glows in the top. It glows in the sides. It glows in the back. It's a lovely looking pie fridge. Yes. Exquisite and glows ever so bright. So yeah, there's a fairly interesting situation with this, is the fact that it's selling quite a lot. Veggies didn't sell too much, and I've also been informed Veggies has been bought out. It looks like people are appreciating this as a whole collection, so okay, that's pretty interesting. But is it going to work out alright in the long term? Is it just going to be a-okay? Also, quick look with the lights on. Is it a fair bit reflective? That pie do be reflecting quite nicely. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Right then. So feel free to comment below. Which one do you prefer the most? Do you prefer your neon pie fridge? Your meat fridge? Your veggies fridge? Or are you yearning, craving, screaming for the berries fridge? Feel free to comment below. Right, let's hop out of here and discuss the situation with these fridges. So yes, almost 15 hours now. 6,200 subscribers. Looking back at the previous week's fridges, as you can see, veggies, how's that currently holding up? And meat, because of course with these continuations, have they bounced up in price? Meat's very secure, but veggies, it got absolutely cleaned out. But then again, 57 have appeared, and well, it's sitting there at $4. I'm surprised. People actively, they actually wanted a full set of neon fridges. Colour me surprised. Is it going to last though? Are we expecting even more fridges? Well, right now we do have the Twitch drop fridge, don't we? We have the FANCYORB fridge being given away for free. And later this year, I do expect that we're going to see a Halloween fridge potentially being accepted and a Christmas fridge. If you saw that neon Easter fridge, that guy is definitely going to make a Halloween and a Christmas one, and he's been pretty successful over the past 2 years with large boxes and small boxes. So we're getting a record-breaking amount of fridges this year. We've already got the record-breaking amount. But I thought this was initially going to end up like the lockers. And if you are aware, when those lockers came out, they kind of had a bit of a bad start to 2025. Yes, they did. Now that one's doing all right. It was the first one, but the others, not so much. But they also sold excessively. But then again, the amount these are sold, the second ones and third one, They're similar to the sales we saw for the meat fridge, and with the amount of sales I'm seeing here, it's looking closer like it's going to sell as much as the meat fridge. That might be a bit troublesome, a bit worrisome. But, yeah. What do you reckon? Feel free to comment below. I'm surprised by the effect of all of it. But if we see the berries fridge next week, is that pies fridge going to have to spike and unspike in price as well? That's something for you to consider. Maybe we just expect it. But there's no more fridges expected to be made from here now. Duck only wanted to make 4, and he's had 3 of them accepted now. Will we see berries, or will it end up like the cards small box, the neon small cards box? If you aren't fully well aware, Duck actually submitted a cards box that would actually kind of like complete the collection. If we could scroll over to here, we've got all these storages. Yeah, they all got to 18. When we got the field storage, it skips to 90. No, it skips to 20. We're missing number 19. Where is it? There. Yeah. Cards was supposed to be 19. It's there. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, nuts. I can't find the thing here. It's right here at the bottom. Yep, there he is. Where are your cards? I saw you before. I've lost it. I've lost it. Anyway, that would complete a collection and everything, but that still hasn't been accepted. That berries fridge could potentially just not like be neglected, forgotten, never seen again. All right, nothing is a guarantee, but things are lining up where it looks like it could be. So we'll have to wait and see. That's abnormal skin as well. So we'll leave that for Wednesday to discuss. Let's now move on and talk about the high quality metal ice pick. So the push in July 2025 to see an item that didn't get that many skins being accepted for a very long time to get a lot more love has been very successful. We've seen 3 ice pick skins in a row over the past 3 weeks. But here's the problem. When that came out, everybody was going wild, crazy, and it did a very high amount of sales. Now look at it. It's not so special anymore because we got this one and now we have this one. But with this one now appearing after this one, I worry about the gold chains ice pick. It won't surprise me if it does drop down afterwards. Maybe it might hold up a fair bit, but then again, October time, long term, think about that as well. If we keep seeing more ice picks being accepted, yeah, these newer ones, I worry about them. These older ones, they came out such a long time ago, and they really didn't sell that much. There's not much of them in circulation. I won't worry too much about them. But the newer ones, yeah, they're selling quite a lot, and it's getting a bit funny now. Now, with the high-quality metal ice pick, this is actually a collection continuation. It's been a while, but yep, there you go. I'd like to see Diaz return and do hoodie and pants and tier 2. That would be cool. It'd be nice to see the return to that. Another metallic collection that's shiny. But, hey, it'd be nice to see more of it. That ice pick, $2. I'm not super convinced now. I'm not like feeling confident with these ice pick skins. Like when I saw the Impact Protocol, I questioned it a lot. I was fully well aware there was tons of ice picks being submitted, and this past weekend we saw about 10. And probably this upcoming weekend we'll probably see another 10. Wouldn't surprise me. But I should also point out the next item to get more of a push to see more skins being made for it will be announced soon. We'll see what that is. Chairs, tables, beanie hat, tank top, who knows? But I'm looking forward to it because it's proven to be successful, and I'm pretty sure you're happy to see items that don't get that many skins get more love. So many of you are desperate to see more Skinnables, though. I'm fully well aware that lots of you want to see a small backpack skin and a SKS skin. They're not skinnable. Face Punch hasn't made them skinnable. I'm sorry to say, you're not going to get them until they make that happen. Sorry to say. So, be aware. Alright then, so at the very least, we'll go in game now, give it a good look and see how it is and whatnot. And here we are. So, it's just basically metallic silver with this, crunchy sort of metallic design. The high quality metal. It's not very refined. We need to go melt it in the furnace, yes. But that's it. That's it. That's it. That's the skin. So yeah, it has a nice sort of gimmick design to it and whatnot, but I'm going to be booting this with you. I don't think people are going to be too fussed. Maybe the gold chains ice pick isn't going to be too worried because whilst that stands out and is very shiny and gold and whatnot, I'm not sure people are going to be going super crazy for this. You could question it. You could sit there and say, but Hedge, I love him. He's so cute. I mean, if you want to. But I can confirm this doesn't really shine that much at night time, which is fine. We don't want that to happen. Doesn't glow or anything. Can't complain. So, cool. Looking pretty sweet. Let's go over to here. Stand on stage. Strike a pose. I'm looking pretty. Oh, yes, I am. And there you go. Quite shiny in the light. Can't complain. Chat, are you pleased with what you see? Or would you prefer a different one? Don't know what to expect from here now. I'm not sure if Icepick skins are going to become a frequent thing that other skin creators are going to continue trying to make. Like, we always see skin creators making tools. If anything, I want to see a salvaged axe skin. But we can't get it. Ice Punch needs to make a skin. Alright then, cool. So, if anything, I think you're better off with a builder. I do believe this is abnormal as well, so we can wait until Wednesday, make a decision then. You get the idea. Cool. Right then, so I'm now going to strike a pose, because I don't need to put this in my hands anymore. I need to look below. For our next skin, it's another pair of boots. It's boots, 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 boots. We just can't get enough of boots. But more specifically, boots that fit, finish clothing armor collections. Get a good look at that. So, 2 years we have waited, but they've finally been accepted. I know we didn't get to complete the sets in May, but are you happy with the random boot skins we've seen being accepted over the past few weeks? The very random extra late picks. I'm not complaining. I don't mind if Rustors are like this in the summer. I think we need something extra wacky, though. Something really out there. Something really different. It's nice to see boots from known collections finally getting accepted. But let's try for something different. I'm not saying, like, I want to see big toe boots again. I want to see something like skins that, from notable collections that, I mean, like, maybe a whiteout jacket. Yeah. Maybe like a blackout skin or something. Another weapon or something. Something like that, Collections that are really, really appreciated. I mean, you did get the No Mercy Sheepman of Double Door. True, yeah, you did get that. But maybe something else like that. There was like a blackout sleeping bag, if I can recall. Whiteout AK-47, anyone? Whiteout AK, oh my, yeah, that was so a lot. It was a white AK with a red aim sight, and I know for a fact a lot of people love that. Anyway, do you like the boots? Yeah, here we are. We're talking about pirate boots. Pirate Collection has done very well for itself over the past 2 years. A nice budget blackout option. Came out selling fairly cheap. Came out selling like hotcakes. Ridiculous amounts of sales, but still, as time went on, people appreciated its nice, cheap affordability. And the prices have held. Well, most of the prices. We'll take a look at that in a second. So, cool. So, are you happy? Are you pleased? Feel free to comment below your thoughts. But wouldn't you like to see more pirate skins? Considering perhaps in just a couple months' time, we might see that naval update come out. I want to see a pirate DLC where I get a pirate hat and an eye patch. Please. And a sea captain's hat. That'd be pretty cool as well. It'd be nice to see like various different like naval hats. What else would be a funny sort of boating hat? Feel free to comment below. Right, so let's hop out of here and talk about the pirate collection and those boots in particular and see what might happen next. So, pirate collection. Let's go give you a good look. How much of it's in the positive? All the primitive skins, they're doing alright because we basically got like a full set there. That's cool. Still holding up. Very nice to see. And yeah, pretty much all the pieces here except the hoodie, which is only slightly down in price. It's all doing very well for itself. It's actually doing very nicely this summer. And every year it seems to be improving ever so slightly. So, the boots appearing today, did it have that much of an impact? I haven't had the time to look, I'm sorry to say. Let's go take a look at the pantaloons. Yes, the pirate pantaloons. Well, I'll be honest with you, it's going up in price regardless. Yeah, that's how good the summer has been recently for it. Looking pretty sweet. So, yeah, it's a nice addition. I'm sure it'll help it keep the momentum it's currently going up at. It is looking like a lot of skins are going to be peaking in price around August time, which is fine by me. Now, this isn't its all-time high price, but it's still doing a very good job and it might match up. So, cool. We'll see how that goes. So, for the boots, what are we going to say? Well, much like with the hoodie and pants, we need to see if it matches up with the, well, overall set here. Here's the thing, though. 50,000 subscribers, 43,000 subscribers, 44,000 subscribers. I don't think the boots are going to sell as much. I'm very much under the impression this is going to do a very respectable, like, 15,000 subscribers. Very rough estimate, by the way. This will... It will not match up whatsoever. Because that's got 30,000 subscribers, 47,000 subscribers. Like, all of these, on average, have 45 to 50,000 subscribers. And then the gloves have 30,000. And with the current momentum this has, it's just getting nowhere near that. Is that going to cause the boots to suddenly go up in price ever so nice? Like, we've talked about this. With a clone armor set, so as long as it remains fairly in demand, the skin that sells the least usually ends up being the most expensive. Maybe it might only double in price. Well, that's fine. It doubled in price. That's good money. I am actually very curious about that. It's not abnormal. That's a little bit of a concern, but regardless, I might end up maybe making a few sneaky purchases of that. It's the second, well, yeah, technically it's the second lowest skin of the week. Again, we'll probably call the AK an anomaly, considering its situation. But yeah, that's something to consider. Those boots actually might end up being a pretty sneaky investment, a dark horse investment, purely based on the fact that it's not going to sell as much as the rest of the set. Okay, fair enough. That's pretty interesting. Keep an eye out for that. Right then, so let's now talk about the last skin of this video. Well, in the Rust store. Stump Box. This is an abnormal skin. It's selling for $2, and it's a stump. It's a small box that has a stump. Again, I can't complain. You got it accepted, so props to you. But are we going to see a large box stump? We'll see. But can you really turn this into a collection? What do you do next? That like fit and work? I don't think it's going to get turned into a collection. So that might be a bit concerning. It's the lowest selling skin so far. Well, again, based on like not being odd. But I don't really see it being turned into a collection. I don't see it working out as a collection. And I don't think this all by itself is going to work out nicely. Take a look at all the small boxes that came out so far this year. You've got 1 in the positive, 2 in the positive. And people like to hide that in rocks, by the way. That's actually working out very nicely. But the majority of these down bad. Down 23, down 21, down 16, down 38, down 48, down 28, and down 32, down 28, down 30, down 5. That's not too bad. Down 13, that's not too bad. But yeah, you get the idea. Quite a lot of these are down in price, and that stump box, I don't really think it's going to be that much different. I'm concerned. I'm a fair bit worried. Yeah. Let's go on game. Give it a good look. You know, it might still look pretty nice. And by all means, if you like the skin, go buy it. Treat yourself. Support the skin creator. But as an investment, I'm a bit skeptical, but at the very least it is abnormal. So yeah, let's hop to it. Let's go take a look at it. Maybe you could hide it near trees. Maybe you could hide it in the desert somewhere. I don't know. What it is though, it's pretty cool. Can't complain. Yep. Right then, so what are your thoughts? And of course we need to find out, does it glow in the dark? No, it does not. So I think we're better off with a Wilder. Being brutally honest with you. But yeah, if you think it's cool, if you like it, hey, that's your opinion. And hey, just go grab it. Treat yourself, as I said. So yeah, again, if you manage to turn it into a collection, I'd be quite surprised. But I'm happy to be impressed. Stump chair. Stump table. Give it a shot. I think that might be pretty cool. Yeah, that might be all right. Stump locker. That'd be a very weird looking tree, yeah. Alright, fair enough. So, with all these skins all yapped about, is there any other things we should be talking about? Right, so the charity skin. Hope for the Day door. This is a wooden double door, and you should probably be well aware that we don't get that many of them, do we? Let's just quickly point this out. Yes, in terms of wooden double door skins, I think we have 8. I think we just have 8. In fact, I probably didn't even write double. Whoops. You're not helping yourself out. There you go. Right. And the answer is 9. Okay. 9. Okay. 8 other skins, and then this is the 9th. But yeah, last year we got the wooden double door from Hell. I made a big fuss about that. I said, you know what, that's looking to be a very nice investment because I do not expect any other wooden double door skins to be accepted. This has risen up in price very nicely this summer. But yeah, if you were to take a look at all these other wooden double doors, only a few, just a handful. That is it. That is it. So it's nice to see. And let me also point out, it's a very, very nice pay-to-win skin. Oh, yes. With the transparency and whatnot, with the glow in the dark, I think a lot of people appreciate it. But let me point this out. This is a non-tradable, non-marketable skin. It's a special charity skin. If you're to purchase this, all proceeds will go towards the fundraising that is for Hope for the Day. FANCYORB is setting up his Global Warfare 3 event, which is currently underway, and I'm sure a lot of you have been watching me. Chat, would you like to rate me today? How bad was I? We did a lot of politicking. I only died a few times, and then eventually we got through to the people to stop killing me. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, all proceeds from the wooden double door will go towards this. Their goal is to reach up to $20,000, and I'm pretty sure with the purchases we see of this wooden double door will reach that. But yes, once it's gone, it's gone. You'll never be able to get this afterwards because it's non-tradable and non-marketable. It will be bound to your account, true, but just to get something nice and useful, get a good look at that. Perfectly nine, cool looking design. Fine looking design, sorry, I lost my tongue there. As you can see with the transparency, this is head height transparency. You'll be able to see that. And for how you might build your base, you can utilize the transparency here. When Mr. FANCYORB showed me this skin, he asked for my opinion, and I said, you know what? If you really want to sell it, put a little heart-shaped hole at the bottom, add some transparency there. People will appreciate that even more. You took it into consideration, made it happen, and well, here we are. So I'd just like to point out that little heart. That was from me, chat. That was from me, YouTube. It was from me! I expect more tier 3 subs. Anyway, so that's a very nice look of design. And it also glows in the dark ever so nicely. So, it's for your consideration. Maybe sell a few skins, grab it now. Because like I said, once it's gone, it's gone. You'll never be able to pick this up. And you'll probably not see another wooden double door skin being accepted this year. We'll see, who knows. But I should also reiterate and make this point. So, back over to here. Take control. Stop dancing, Hedge. The head height transparency. Yes, you can see through it. And for how you might build your base, you'll be able to see through the bottom part of the transparency as well. I have showcased this in my Twitch drop showcase and whatnot. Cool. So, yes, this is a charity skin, not a Twitch drop. And by all means, if you want to go get those Twitch drops, just watch anyone streaming Rust. 6 hours of your time, super easy. I've had plenty of people turn up today. Like I said, I reached up to 270 odd people watch me today. I don't mean a humble brag, but quite literally, that is the best I've ever done. So I'm super happy and I'm super grateful for everyone who watched me. I've been up for 15 hours. Help me. Anyway, moving on. I have some more things to yap about. I can't stop, but I have to get this out there. I have to make sure you are aware. Oh, shall we bring up the new DLC that's appearing next month? Oh, let's go. Yippee! Right, so if you've been keeping on the commits, you probably know that we're not getting that much for August, which is a shame, but I don't know. They're still cooking the naval update. That probably might not be appearing until October and November. That's fine. They've got to take their time. They've got to take their time. I'd rather see something good come out than, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like we're just getting a new menu, and we're getting this brand new DLC. Now, there might be some other small-scale things and whatnot. That's true. But if you want to get a good look at the brand new content that's going to come out with this brand new Hazmat DLC pack, which includes a very special code lock skin, a brand new interesting design for a SAP skin, which is actually an M15 pistol, a new like overall design, and the brand new Hazmat itself. Well, I would recommend that you keep an eye out for the likes of Mr. Protox here. He's always, you know, pointing out all the new content that's being introduced into Rust and staging and whatnot. So here we have the video. Consider going over to their YouTube right now. I'll link their Twitter and their YouTube in the description. You can see the M15 pistol video right there. You can see the Rust Pilot Hazmat preview. It's not actually in staging net. It's actually not a final design. I'm sorry, Protox, but it's not final. I can't. But you can still get a good idea of what it is. All right. So to be informed of all the newest things that are about to appear in the actual updates and whatnot, Protox is providing a lot of interesting content. Consider giving a good watch. Cool. Now, in regards to skins and whatnot, in terms of, oh, I don't know, Twitch drops. Yippee! We got more, yes. So, no, we have the Global Warfare Twitch drops, which you can see right over to here, yes. Oh, I was showcasing someone how to pair up their account. I've had to be quite helpful today. Yes, the Global Warfare Twitch drops are currently dropping right now. FANCYORB Twitch drops, whatever you may call them. They're currently available right now, but they only go on until the 1st of August. It wraps up. I mean, it depends where your time zone. Anyway, yes, we have more Twitch drops between August 7th to 17th. We have 14 brand new Twitch drops. Another homebrew. Wreck-It Rabbit, Raven Zack. We have Galaxy, Elwasabi, Monstera Rust, Vaybai, Tannison, Vincent SMG Rust, Gevitich, Moondog, Retu Was Taken, Goliath, Cali Rust, and Spicy Rust. 14 brand new Twitch drops. And I have seen 7 of them. I've seen 7 of them already. I believe all the skins have to be submitted and ready by this weekend. That appears to be the case. So, you might see a Twitch drops video of a very sleepy Hedge maybe on Monday or Tuesday. Oh, I'm gonna be so thrilled and happy about this. But yeah, 14 skins in total. Should we go and get him now and give him a good look? What do you reckon? I think I could give you a nice quick preview of 3 AKs and maybe a garage door. Well, let's hop to it. So you might have noticed this Retsu garage door in the background, looking pretty. But what about if I were to show you a very nice and pretty, shiny, diamond encrusted AK-47 from Mr. Vincent SMG. Look at that. Now you might sit and say, Hedge, wait so you get to show off all the AKs. Oh, I just wanted to point out they're expecting about 5 Twitch drop AK-47s. If you thought the amount we got in February early this year was a bit ridiculous. Ta-da! But I got to hand it to him. This is actually a very nice looking design. Why didn't he get an SMG? So, you know, it's for him to respond to. But yeah, let's go give this a good look. As I said, looking ever so nice and shiny. Gold trim as well. Get a good look at that. That's a very nicely made skin. So props to you there, Mr. Vincent. I hope you enjoy showcasing that. And, of course, having the many people watching you trying to get it. I was very happy about having 5,000 viewers today. Right, quick look at night time. Off we go. And I could just point out, its night light isn't that good. But the transparency that it has, I think a lot of people appreciate that. So, okay, overall, I think people will be appreciating. That's not all. Bam! We got another AK. Yippee! I told you, we got a lot. So we have this very nice spicy rust AK-47 with the Japanese cherry blossom, Mount Fuji-esque mountain in the background. Very nice. And the transparent aim sight was right there, looking pretty good. Quick look on the side. Let's get up nice and close. Yeah, get a good look at that. Yippee! Another AK. Hey, you can't complain. It's been given away for free. Shut up. Right, so that's looking pretty. And, of course, quite the different outcome in terms of nightlight, because that's actually very bright. Bright colour, flat colour, very easy to see at night time. Very, very easy to see at night time. I think a lot of people will be appreciating that. And with its transparent aim sight, with the red aim sight as well, yeah, I think that's going to be pretty cool. So, all right then, that's looking pretty sweet. But then we have a third one. Raven's one. Oh, yes. A very nice red aim sight. No transparent aim sight. I guess he probably didn't want that. That's fine. He wants an actual standard looking AK with his emblazed design all over it with a very fearsome looking Raven. So that's looking pretty cool. And of course, let's take a look at this at night time. I noticed seeing my frog boots causing a shadow. I'm so sorry about this. Also, let's just quickly look at the side. I forgot to do this part, sorry. Yeah. Looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty cool. It's a nice looking design. I think a lot of people are going to appreciate that as well. But then again, we also have 2 more AKs on the way, apparently. Apparently. So, yeah. Nighttime, go. Right, so give that a good look. Very nice. Yep. So, yeah, no nightlight, but, yeah. During the day, it looks pretty. Right then, so that is that. Now we can put that away and observe the garage door. Now you obviously could see that it glowed in the dark. You saw it in the background. Get a good look at that. And also when it's rolled up, it glows in the dark ever so nicely. Could that be a bit of a problem for our Anime Girl garage door over here? But just to point out, yeah, even when rolled up, it's also glowing in the dark. Hey, it's up to you. You can offer your opinions. You can comment below. But yep, rolled up, it shows itself ever so nicely. That's a very nice looking garage door, Mr. Retu. I think a lot of people appreciate that. I think a lot of people would like the very silly little jokes they have all over on the side here. Yeah, what's the code again? No, don't worry, I'll write it down. The little fond memories all on the side. The little bit of writings that you carved in. That's a nice little design. So, that's your nice little preview for some of the Twitch drops that will be appearing in about 2 weeks' time. And hopefully, all the skins will be accessible over the course of this weekend. And I'll be able to showcase all of them. So, yes, I hope you're looking forward to the AK-47s. But yeah, you get the idea. Cool. Right then. So, that was a nice bit of yapping. I think we've basically said everything that needs to be yapped about. But I should also point out what skins are abnormal. So just to confirm, out of all these skins here, obviously you can't buy all of that, can you? So out of these 8 skins, the hoodie and pants, they are not abnormal. And the boots, they're also not abnormal. So let's keep an eye on the sales. Let's also refresh right now just to see what they're looking like now. But I am very much concerned about the sales we're going to see with the first 24 hours of sales. I'm very much worried about what they're going to be after a week in the Rust store. Be cautious. Be smart. All right? Try. In some instances, hey, it actually might work out very nicely. But for these two here, I'm concerned. That one as well, maybe. That one as well, maybe. Yeah, it's going to get a bit too crazy. Yeah. So, shall we wrap this up then? Shall we finish the video? So I do apologise if I was a bit all over the place. I have been up for a very long time. I've been yapping a lot. Taking part in the Global Warfare 3 event. And by the way, if you haven't got your Twitch drops yet, watch me if you want to. Just saying. If you want to. Very grateful for all the people who turned up today. And I hope you all enjoyed yourself as well. But yep, let's just get up nice and close. The fire right next to it. Does it make the anime girl stand out even brighter? Hopefully can't lie. Alright, so, yeah. I do apologise if I wasn't very expressive or alive. I tried my best. Sorry for the delay, but it was all for a good reason. I got a lot of views and it was fun. But yeah. So, I do believe we're going to have some general drops with the next Twitch drops as well. I know it's all content creator skins, but some people don't stream, so it implies that we're probably still going to see some general drops. And who knows what's going to happen in September, October, November, December. God, this year's gone pretty quick, hasn't it? Yeah. Oh, when you get older, it only catches up to you faster and faster. Right then. Best of luck to you and your investments. Keep an eye on your inventories. Make considerations if you want to make some sales now. Make sure you get those profits before we reach October time. And we'll see how high prices go for skins in general. Let's see how it all turns out. My name is Hedge. I yap about pixels all the time. It was incredibly surprising. So many people wanted to stare at me today in the stream. But I am very, very grateful. Have fun. Catch you later. See you, goodbye.
We're making it rain.
Yes, and yes, thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. This is very weird. But I appreciate the generosity. Oh, yes, I'm covered in it. Oh, yes. Oh, oh, I never would have dreamt I'd been in this type of position. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you.